Welcome to another episode on our channel. We're picking up where we left off in terms of making something out of nothing. And what I'm going to show you today is truly something out of nothing. Nothing was spent on anything. I went to that old vacant lot and started looking around. Spent about 30 to 45 minutes out there and came back with a few treasures. I'm going to show you 3 of them and how I think they could come together is a diorama. So this is part of a building, I'm thinking. It has letters and numbers in it, although I can't really see what it is. And I don't really want to take the dirt off and so forth, because I would lose the patina that I see here. But I'll lift it slightly. You probably can't see the numbers and letters, but it is very rugged looking, and it does weigh a ton. But this time around, not only did I find this thing, but I found some metal. That's what I was really looking for the other day, rusty metal. So I've got this piece, but this is the coup de grace. Here is out of metal, very rusty, and it is the letter A, and it is bent on one end here. So I'm thinking A for Avengers, right? So I was thinking one way to do this would be to put this thing in, and look how this goes with the color combination here. It just really does it justice. But I was thinking of putting the letter against the stand. Now I could solidify this in some way, but I kind of like it just leaning together for now, because I might decide to change how to display this. But I will turn it slowly. Hopefully nothing will fall. All right, so you can kind of see it from different angles. It looks like it goes together. That it was designed to go together and hold each other up, basically. Yeah, it's not falling, thank goodness. I'll have to be quick if it does, in terms of catching things. Like when my husband threw the Kansas City lanyard at me and I caught it. You might remember that. That's when Detroit beat Kansas City. I'm a Lions fan. He's a Chiefs fan. So anyway, isn't that awesome? This would be great for the Avengers as a background. Very rustic looking, and it just goes together so well. I mean, could you do other things with it? Obviously you could. You could lay the letter down, maybe put this underneath it. I don't know. You could just do a ton of different things in terms of displaying this. I just think this is awesomely cool. Let me turn it this way. There you go. So many different ways to display. And it just has absolute character. I was shocked when I found the first thing I found was, let me take this off, was this piece. And it was embedded in cement. My husband got some tools out and we were able to extract it. This is why probably part of it now does show up as silver. That's probably where the cement was holding it at the strongest point. But that was the first thing I found. Then I found this piece, which again, it weighs a ton. But it was cool. And I mean, it so goes with this thing. And then I found, and of all things, the letter A. I couldn't see any other letters, just this one. And it was bent. And I thought, well, maybe I could straighten that out. My husband said, no, don't straighten it out. That's what gives it some charm. And I have to admit, he's probably right on that one. Anyway, let me put it back together one more time so you can see it. Okay, so I'm using this as a little fulcrum here to give it support. Ah, there we go. A for Avengers. Yeah, you could see yourself putting one character here, and it would just look cool with this backdrop. But you would really, really need to somehow, because this weighs a ton, mind you, somehow get this to stay together. And that I haven't figured out yet, but eventually, if I wanted to keep it in this position, my husband and I would put our heads together and figure out a way to do it. But cool, something out of nothing. Anyway, I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, have a great day. Go outside and look for things. You might be surprised as to what you will find. I'm back. You thought you were rid of me, but I forgot to say something. I do want to customize a few more things. One thing I have in my head to do is a female Viking. That's definitely in the works in my head. So I do want to do more customizing. We simply can't find all the figures that we want. In our last series where we were doing cowboys and aliens, I had to kit bash 2 of the figures. And even with the Metacom figure of Daniel Craig, who played Jake Lonergan in the movie, there was a little bit of kit bashing I did with him. So customizing is probably the future, especially with figures getting so very expensive these days. So customizing might be one of the ways to go. But definitely one of the ways to go if you don't have a figure. You want to have it, no one is selling it. Anyway, folks, again, for sure this time, have a great day.